Town Tulsa is meant to draw attention to the number of people who die daily by suicide. Experts say about 123 people, that's comparable to a small passenger jet crashing, take their own lives every single day in the United States. One of our own here at 2 Works For You knows all too well about losing a loved one to suicide. 2 Works For You anchor Lisa Jones shows us how he works hard every day to help shed the stigma of mental illness.
She was 30 years old, a daughter, a fierce friend, a volunteer, and a registered nurse who was really good at taking care of and helping others. Kristen Haverfield was also the older sister of 2 Works For You meteorologist John Haverfield.
The night before, she just texted me like normal, and I asked her, so when's the next time are we gonna see each other? And she just said, I don't know.
It was the last time brother and sister would ever talk.
Woke up the next morning to a phone call that she had taken her life. So it was definitely the saddest day of my life.
That was 3 years ago, but it doesn't matter. For John and his parents, it might as well been yesterday. They say the guilt and pain of losing a loved one to suicide never goes away.
We miss her every day, and it's the pain that never leaves you. It'll never be the same. She was just so caring and put other people first, and she was just an incredible person.
Kristen was also very good at hiding her severe depression. She'd had a lifetime of practice. John and his family knew Kristen struggled every day with the dark cloud of mental illness that hung over her.
Just had unbelievable strength just to get up in the morning dealing with something like that. Something that people who don't have mental illness would never understand.
It's that not understanding that John wants to change. He volunteers with the Mental Health Association of Oklahoma, telling Kristen's story and how he and his family have tried to move forward. They want the stigma surrounding mental illness to stop.
Mental illness is just like any other disease, that any kind of disease that you're born with. She didn't want this. She didn't, this wasn't brought on by something. This was just something that she was born with.
Mental Health Association Oklahoma is using new training to reduce suicides. It's called QPR and stands for Question, Persuade, and Refer. Just like people trained in CPR help save lives each year, people trained in QPR are taught to recognize the warning signs of suicide and how to question, persuade, and refer someone to help.
I hope in the future that QPR is taught in every business, every university, every place of worship, everywhere.
John is working on getting his pilot's license. He recently completed his first solo flight. Sometimes he feels closer to Kristen up here and is thankful for his opportunity to work with Mental Health Association Oklahoma in helping other families.
Just me getting involved with the organization has brought comfort to me, knowing that there's people out there in my home state here in Oklahoma who are devoting their lives to getting the message out.
Lisa Jones, 2 Works For You.
And you can see that billboard right there, right around Highway 169 in the BA, of John holding that picture of his sister supporting the Mental Health Association of Oklahoma.
I hope it helps.